Welcome to Security Check. Today we have an interesting EX3 deck profile with a little bit upgraded Ophanimon control. You've been playing it since PT9?
Something like that, yeah. I was actually
testing it
for nationals too, a bit, but then I was like, maybe it's not good enough.
Yeah,
to take on the
and
nationals.
you need to think so much with it.
Yeah, that's also the problem. People might be like, why are you highlighting Ophanimon control, or as I like to call it, Falldown control? It's like, I think the deck is one of those decks that don't really become bad at any point. Like maybe some kind of meta shift can make it worse, but like I think it's always playable.
Yeah, it's just security control with legs.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or yellow hybrid.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
Deck
list.
itself.
Yeah, let's start with the Digi-Egg as is customary. 4 copies of Demimeramon. Absolutely the best purple Digi-Egg from when it came to probably
till infinity.
till infinity. It's like it's really hard to make like
Better
Digi-Egg that is like for any deck. Like,
yeah.
You can always make a purple Digi-Egg that is for certain deck only.
Yeah.
And it can be better than this. But like it even feels like they try to make like Bakra Army has its own Digi-Egg.
But it
why would I play
Demimeramon?
Why would I play it when I have Demimeramon? And then I also have 1 copy of Nuoromon. Not like...
Is it from the Mastermon starter deck?
Yeah. It's the Digi-Egg from there. You don't have to play the Nuoromon, but
this deck plays so much yellow stuff.
Yeah, and like this deck is so grindy that you can go through all your Digi-Eggs when the games go longer and longer at some point. So
because you are so slow deck.
Yeah. This deck is a slow grinder. It just wants to grind your opponent to dust and win. Like there's a little bit of aggressiveness here, but it's more like control and stumping your opponent and halting your opponent doing stuff. I play a really minimal rookie lineup, or minimal, but like, and really like, there's nothing special here.
Yeah,
I play 4 copies of Gazimon.
We need alt art of Gazimon.
Yeah, 4 copies of Gazimon, the memory blocker, and
Gazimon is only memory blocker without alters.
Oh, that could be. It's just a good floodgate kind of card. Yeah. It's one of the best rookie.
It stops the Bloom Hydras and Minerva Loops and every memory gainer deck.
And then I still have 4 copies of Psychemon, I guess.
I don't know, Psychemon.
This is probably the part of the deck where I need to do some testing. Like, do you really need Psychemon now that Crossheart is not that good anymore?
But it becomes back in BT11.
Yeah, so, and it's also a counter to Death-Exmon.
Yeah.
Which is not that much of a problem for this deck, but it's always a thing. And there's some cards that reduces the play cost, like BL Starmon, the Imperial Dramon deck plays the Stingmon. Yeah, and there's always like Blue Flare is a really awkward deck for this to beat. So playing Psychemons is actually beneficial there. And there's always like Dark Knight Mons and stuff like that, random stuff like that.
Yeah, there is decks that reduces play costs.
Yeah, so it's fine. I could see myself playing some and like maybe cutting couple of copies of Psychemon or even from Gazimons because they are okay, but you don't like need 4.
What would you play instead?
I could see myself playing something like, I don't know, even maybe the Tapiramon. That draws a card on division. It's fine. Like, you want to see certain cards in this deck, so you want to draw enough to see them. And here's one of the cards you want to see. The starter deck Gatomon.
It's the best card in this deck, I believe.
This and then
it makes the deck happen.
Yeah, pretty much. So the fact that you can search for pieces and then Digivolve one with all of my level 5s, I think.
Yeah, so, it's Jet Sylphimon all over again.
Almost, yeah. In this deck, basically.
This feels like the yellow hybrid.
Yeah, this has same kind of things. It does.
Yeah.
It
cheap recovery and...
Yeah, and it just doesn't have as much Tamers. So.
Yeah.
Then one copy of Black Automon, the Rush one, and Retaliation one, but Rush is the thing here. You can bring it back with Flame Hellsight or one other card that comes later here, and you can even bring it back with Ophanimon Falldown mode when it dies. So there are ways to get. This is one of the things that gives this deck some form of aggressiveness. Like you can do things where you get this from the grave and like from the trash and hit on the same turn. So it gives you some aggressiveness, and also the retaliation is underappreciated sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's much better in this deck than the Gingakumon promote.
Yeah.
It's one cheaper also.
Yeah, and it's a double purple and yellow, which is...
It gives you the Flame Hellsights and...
Yeah, and later on we can talk about other stuff. Yeah. And then, what makes this EX3 deck? I take one spicy Airdramon because...
It's really good.
When I saw this card, I was like, wait a second. Like, I always thought that this is one of the most interesting cards from EX3.
Yeah.
And I still stand behind the fact that this is actually a really good card.
TK Digivolves to Airdramon.
Yeah, but like, I think this might have suffered from the fact that Yellow Hybrid died, basically. Yeah. And maybe, okay, I can see why it could be awkward to play, but when most of my cards are either yellow or purple-yellow, you can
It's fine, it's really good.
And you'd want to see your, well, we are coming to the level 5s. The level 5s especially have cards that you want to hand.
Yeah.
So...
And it's not bad to start with Airdramon.
Yeah.
It's not a memory tamer, but you can check what's in your security.
Yeah, and that is a big...
The knowledge is power there.
And especially in this deck, because if you know what you have... If you know, like... 4 of your 5 cards after this one in your security, because you recover one that you don't see. So when you know what you have in security, you know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Because if you see like Flame Hellsights and Longhadis Tacto or something like that, or Tamers, you know what to expect and how afraid you need to be of your opponent's Digimon.
Yeah.
Do you really need to remove the opponent's Digimon before they attack? Or if you know, okay, I have removal there, you can probably just leave them there, develop your own game state, and so on. Then level 5s, it's the starter deck Angevomon, because it's here basically, okay, the on-play to give security -2 is good from Flame Hellsight, even if you have to hard slam it, but
it can save you sometimes.
Yeah, but basically the big thing here is the inheritable security +1, because it's the second thing that gives you
aggression
yeah. and it creates pressure to
How do you get it? Is it if you have
purple Digimon, which is easy. In this deck's combo.
Especially when we are going to talk about the level 6s.
Yep. Then Angevomon X Antibody.
The new Jet Sylphimon.
Yeah. I was actually, when I first saw Angevomon X Antibody, I was like, okay, this is an interesting card, but I couldn't see... I'm not a really good deck builder myself, or innovator myself. So when I saw the X Antibody Angevomon, I was like, I don't really see how to play this effectively. But then I saw the first Ophanimon Falldown control decklist, and I was like, okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
Now I understand how...
It synergizes so good with this deck.
Yeah.
I've seen some people play this in Mastermon, and it's fine, I guess, but...
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, but... It does not have the on-play effect.
Yeah, but it does give some interesting things to Mastamon past BT11 especially.
Yeah, and the free recovery is always good.
Yeah, and security -1 is nothing to scoff at. It can again it stops your opponent or at least slows them down.
Yeah,
and then it gives you more time to play your good cards. Then one of Ophanimon from where the heck
started at 3.
Yeah. It's here basically to recover you from your opponent's hyper-aggression or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can go one Digivolve into Ophanimon on top of Gatomon, recover one, go to X antibody,
recover another one.
Yeah, and give him -1 security, and then of course there's Ophanimon Falldown mode here. So if you can go that and recover another, so you can go, okay, I paid 5 memory to recover 3 times, give 1 minus security, and then also destroy 1 level 4.
Yeah, and the Holy Wave is 6 cost to recover 1. So.
Yeah, and even in like the best case scenario, you can do this all with one option that I have in here that makes so that your turn doesn't even end. So, and then there's one like flex spot in my level 5s. It is this Neo Devimon. This was yesterday. This was actually Maycrackmon Vicious mode, but I'm not sure if Maycrackmon Vicious mode is good enough in this deck. The 4 cost evolve is really hard, and
is it an angel?
No.
Yeah, so it doesn't get reduce the Digivolve cost.
Neo Devimon was one of those cards that I wanted to play multiples when Crossheart was actually super good.
Yeah.
But even when I started to think that many decks have like cool boys and stuff like that. So if you can like either slam this or get this on the field before your opponent has played all their Tamers, or you can Digivolve on top of this to like tax all the cool boys that cool boys don't actually do anything else than draw a card.
Yeah, and
because it's not once per turn, it's always your opponent's Tamer becomes suspended, you gain 1 memory.
Suspended? Well, you're talking about
the
inherited. Yeah. The opponent's turn in its own, if you get this early on your field, it's really good, especially against like Black War Greymon or War Greymon X, which plays 4 copies of the Cool Boy.
Yeah.
Suddenly you play 2 Cool Boys for 10 memory.
Yeah, and like this was something we were talking about in our locals, that if the Crossheart is a good deck, you could even, like, if you start, you could even think about hard slamming Neo Devimon turn 1 and say to the Crossheart, go. Like,
then they play Taiki with 6 memories.
Yeah, like they can still play 2 Tamers, but it's really taxing for them. And if they cannot get rid of the Neo Devimon, it taxes them more on the following rounds.
And because the Crossheart doesn't play any memory blockers.
Yeah, so it's like, but it's here now for test. And then the namesake of the deck. Let's go to level 6. So it's 4 copies of Ophanimon Falldown mode. Probably my favorite alt art of all time. I only have 3.
So slide to Fatas DMs. Instagram link on the description.
Yeah. But I'm still waiting for an Ophanimon card we actually want to Digivolve.
Yeah.
Where we want to Digivolve this on top of Ophanimon.
Yeah. The Seraphimon, is it Falldown mode or Dark Seraphimon or something? The evil version of Seraphimon in the EX3. It has the BT1 Seraphimon to Digivolve, but this does not have anything. Yeah,
like the Ophanimons we have are all pretty lackluster, and they don't really synergize with this Digivolve on top of them.
The early Ophanimon we have, it's like on deletion recover 1 or something, and you lose the on deletion effect if you Digivolve on
it. But Falldown mode is a fantastic Digimon. Like, if you can get both the effects, like recover 1 because you have a yellow source and destroy 1 level 4 or lower because you have a purple source, it's so much value. And it's like, if you have the Ophanimon with security attack plus under this, it automatically gets it because Ophanimon Falldown mod itself is a purple Digimon, so it automatically has the +1 security attack. And of course it floats because it has on deletion to play a level 4 or lower.
Yeah, and
yellow.
you can play a new Gatomon.
Yeah. You can even play the Airdramon if you want.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But most of the time it's probably Gatomon because Gatomon gives you the ability to go your combo again.
Yeah.
With pretty cheap.
It's the duplicate effect.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really good. And you can even destroy this yourself if you want to in this deck.
Basically every purple deck.
Yeah, well, I have only one card to destroy itself, but I did slam this to security with like Jesmon in there just to kill it.
Yeah.
One time. Then I play one of the original Mastamon. I really like this card. It also gives you push and aggression to win the game.
Yeah, like, because you trash the securities and then you can bring back the Rush Cat.
Yeah, and then you can attack with the Rush Cat. Yeah. And you can even probably attack with this in best case scenario.
If you can attack with the Rush Cat, then you can attack with this also.
Well, not... Like, you can do stuff like this dice, bring Gatomon, go through your combo into this.
Yeah, but I mean if you bring it with this.
Yeah. But still.
Yeah.
It's a finisher kind of card in this deck. You need some finishing power because you are grinding your opponent down, but your resources and recovery are not infinite, of course.
Yeah.
So it is really good, but it's not infinite. Then I have one copy of Avenged Kidmon. I'm not sure I need to play this card, to be honest. I put it there after some games where I was decking out long games, but
sometimes it saves you.
Yeah, but I think for me it's always in security and dice. So
yeah, that's also true.
But I'm not sold on the Avenged Kidmon in this deck. And I understand the idea of the Avenged Kidmon, but I'm not sure it is needed.
And you don't play the Junomon, so you can't grab the Avenged Kidmon back.
Yeah, I could theoretically like change the Mastamon to Junomon, but I'm not sure that's good. Then we have the staple Death Axemon in 2 copies here.
There's 2 arms and 2 legs.
Yeah. But it's here because it's a control card. It's really good against decks that really like to swarm. It's your answer. It's your answer to Bloom Hydra, Jesmon, and Commandramon and stuff like that. That really like to go wide.
And you can digivolve to the Jesmon
that is
from your Megas.
Yeah, except Avenged Kidmon.
Yeah. But it's really good when Jesmon has the Solarmon on field, and then you are like, all right.
Yeah. Then that's my Digimons. There are more Digimons than maybe the usual control lists. This is not security control. This is security control on legs.
Yeah.
So
have you thought about Venusmon? I've seen some Japanese list playing Venusmon.
I could see actually. I haven't played with this deck now that much. I could see myself changing the Avenged Kidmon to a Venusmon. Yeah. That is something I should probably do, to be honest.
Venusmon is really good.
Yeah, I should try it actually, at least. I should probably get the alt art, but it also costs an arm and a leg. Then to the option cards. So here's the best yellow card in the game. Longhaired Stacto.
I'd still say that the memory boost, the reinforcing memory boost is the best yellow card.
Let's say best yellow card you can play multiples of.
Yeah. Best unrestricted.
But like, this is... I really love this card, but I hate the high roll of this card. Like, if it hits the perfect timing, it destroys your opponent.
Yeah, like last week when you played against Jesmon.
Yeah.
And they had the GX combo turn, and they hit like they had like 5 security check, and you have 6 securities, and the fourth one on the top is this card. And you're like, bye-bye.
Jesmon goes on top, and then another Sistermon dies. Okay, I'll take it. But yeah, it's a really... and I like to play this over... Chaos Degradation is a better removal, like hard removal, but it's a 2-color, and sometimes the 2-color can be...
A little tricky.
A little tricky in this deck. If you don't get the Tamers, or you are missing like the yellow or the purple, so
it's easier to play 1-colored cards.
Yeah,
in
and
Digimon.
And sometimes you just need the hard removal.
And this can remove 2 things.
Yeah, it can. You can even do things like Digivolve into the Angevomon that recovers when you, or you can do strange turns, or strange, but like turns where you start with 1 security and then you go Angevomon, recover, Axe Antibody, recover, play Long Caddy Starter, remove 2 Digimon, and you're probably in the game again.
Yeah.
So there are things like that. Then 4 copies of Flamehell Sight, one of my favorite options in the game.
It's really good.
Yeah, and this was one of those cards I was not sold on when I first saw it.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize, wait, what things you can actually play with it, and like what it entails.
It's good even without the Magna Angemon.
Yeah, because even in this deck you have Gatomon, of course. You have the memory, the security minus Angevomon. You have Hydramon if you want to use it, but there are good targets for it, and minus 6000 DP kills small stuff. It can make like bigger Digimon easier to die on other things and stuff like that. And DP minus is the one of, like, after putting stuff in security, the best way of removing Digimon in this game. So because
it's a game mechanic.
Yeah. Like if you get your opponent's Digimon to 0, there's nothing to truly save them.
Yeah, and there's
except
really,
like the new Alter.
Yeah, the new Alter S, which comes like in half a year for us. But the DP minus, I'd say it's the best removal in the game.
Yeah, it gives you. Like possibilities to do other stuff with the DP system. Then this deck still plays the good old EX1 win rate 60%.
It's a good card.
Yeah, and in this deck especially because if you have like memory setter, you can do these like turns where you go into Ophanimon Falldown mode from your Gatomon without losing your turn. Like your turn doesn't end there.
Yeah.
So you can maybe get to attack with the security +1 Ophanimon and do silly stuff.
Yeah, you can go with 3 memory. You can go from Gatomon to Ophanimon.
Yeah, without your turn ending.
Yeah.
And you can go through the whole combo with the Angevomon Axe Antibody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty sick. It's a good card. I like it. It was the mainstay of my Lilith loop, and now it's the mainstay of my fall down control. So. And here's the best yellow card. Okay, I need to like also say it, like if you could play multiples of Reinforcing Memory Boost, it would be absolutely the best yellow card. But like the best multiple playing yellow card is.
It's really good at one-off, but it's really good that it is a one-off.
Yeah, as a one-off, it doesn't feel oppressing or too good. It's like, okay, your opponent gains one security once and can gain 3 memory at some point later on. It doesn't feel overwhelming.
When was it restricted? Was it at the same time when the Ice Wall got hit?
Then or
last year?
Probably. Yeah. I haven't actually ever played with 4 Reinforcing Memory Boost, so I don't really know.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't think it's so good before I saw it get restricted. Yeah. Didn't look at it so much.
Yeah, but it was pretty much security control stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Or something.
This came in BT6 So I think like Security Control and maybe Dynasmon.
Yeah, probably Dynasmon feels, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the one of Calling from the Darkness that we can still play. I would play 2 in this deck if I could. This is one of those purple decks where I could play 2 because you want the ability to destroy your Ophanimons when you want and return Ophanimons from your trash to your hand. So I really like the Calling from the Darkness options in this deck, but we play the one copy that we can.
Can you get it back from trash in this deck? The Calling?
No.
You don't play any mats?
No, I don't play mat. I could think about it, but I enjoy this more. Oh.
Yeah, it can extend your plays.
Yeah, and I'm a bad player playing 3 different copies. Different kind of copies.
This is a sin.
Yeah. But also it's a yellow Tamer, so it's a yellow source on the field, which is more important to me than the fact that I could get like one Calling from the Darkness back. And like Matt can get purple Digimons or Flame Hell Sight or Calling from the Darkness. So it's like I think Matt is one of the saddest memory setters in the game. Probably the saddest.
Yeah.
Like he's so bad early on. Later on, he could be good, but you want memory setter as early as possible. So, what gives?
It's just you play him if you don't have anything else to play at the start of your game, and then you're like, no, I would like to use him.
Yeah, then it's just for memory, do nothing, gain 3 at the start of a turn.
It would be really good if you had a main phase effect to suspend him and get one thing from your trash, but it would have been so good at the start of the game.
Yeah. And then we have 2 copies of Meiko Mochizuki.
Meiko.
Meiko. Yeah. Well, it's a purple Tamer, which is a thing here, and also it searches for my pieces again. And the good thing is that it can search for yellow or purple Digimon. She doesn't need to search like 2-colored Digimon. It's purple or yellow, and it fills the grave trash with stuff. And
there goes the Avenge Kidman.
Yeah, but also that it can fetch the Angevomon X antibody, which is like it can be a little tricky to get it like back and get it on the field and stuff like that. So, and of course it gets Ophanimon, and of course it has the effect to gain 1 memory when you play a 2-color purple and yellow Digimon. It's all turns, so if your opponent destroys your Ophanimon and you play Gatomon, you can gain memory. You can just like you can do things like play the Rush Cat, gain memory, stuff like that. It's a good little Tamer, and it's actually really good from security. Of course, all are from security, but especially when you have on play that searches things, it's really good from security.
Yeah.
And the last Tamer, I have 1 analog youth. I have seen lists with multiple analog youths, but I haven't felt that I really need more of this card. It's a good one-off, but I don't really see the need for like 2 or 3. Like, I can understand that it's an easy 2-cost play in situations, but I don't really want to mill myself that much.
I think the Meiko is still better than Analog Youth in this deck.
Yeah, especially now that you only have 1 Calling from the Darkness. It really hinders the power of Analog Youth, whether you don't have multiple callings to activate in this deck. So it's a nice one-off, good from security, of course, and nice to play to end your turn and stuff like that, but I don't really need more. Also, it gives you ability to play win rate, so you need a certain amount of Tamers in this deck to get the ability to play win rate.
Yeah, but you play 6.
Yes.
Yeah,
6.
It's enough.
Yeah, it should be enough.
It's more than the old Lilith Blue played.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Old Lilith Blue played
4 Analog Youths.
It played Analog Youths 3 or 4, I guess. And maybe
Takumi. The BT6 version played Takumis and the BT5 versions, but I don't know. Did it
I have
play?
no idea what is Takumi, but
The 2-drop. To draw one more when you digivolve.
I have.
Takumi Aiba.
Ah, yes. Now I. Yes. I was so confused. I haven't seen that card in ages.
Yeah. I saw someone played it in Examon and I was like, but maybe?
Well, it can also stimulate your like Command Ramon decks.
Yeah.
And stuff like
and you can draw more. It's good.
But that's my Ophanimon Falldown mode control deck list. I got some ideas here now when we were doing this, but like this is pretty standard except of the Air Dramon and maybe the Neo Devimon, whatever you think about it. I still think the deck it's playable like through the formats. Like it doesn't get like super bad, I think, at any point. So I
don't know how it could get worse.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't. It might not be the tier 1 deck that you can take to any tournament and be the best.
Yeah.
But like you have a fighting chance with this deck almost against anything.
Yeah, and you can
especially
play.
Like normally your problem is like wide decks, but like Death Axemon give you more options against wide fields. So
yeah.
And Ophanimon Falldown mode is a really good card. So
it is. It's the too expensive super rare. What it's like €8?
Something like that, yeah. I think it's the like from BT8 it's like the 3rd or 4th highest.
Yeah, there's Blackwalk Raymond.
Chimeramon.
Yeah, Chimeramon
and maybe is Magnamon still?
It's like €10.
Yeah, so this could be like the 4th one in that set.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if there's any other there that.
I don't know, but the alt art is really pretty and really expensive.
Yeah, it's like €30 or something.
Yeah, it's more expensive than Chimeramon or Magnamon.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I love it, but I hate it.
You need to get one more.
Yeah, I need to get one more at some point. Thank you for watching. Please
check out the video with Ophanimon Falldown playing against something we don't know yet.
Probably Jesmon.
Yeah, we're filming tomorrow.
Yeah, and remember to subscribe. It helps us a lot. Makes us feel good.
Yeah.
Remember to ring the bell so you can get all our videos, probably the notifications as early as possible.
Like and comment and tell us what you think about the deck.
And what do you want to see on the channel?
Yeah.
More deck profiles, more gameplay. What gameplay? What deck profiles?
We had some different style of gameplay with the Christmas Hybrid and Tyrannomons and then the BT1 or I'd say the 1.0.
Yeah, the history check.
What would you like to see on there? And follow us on Instagram. The links are on the bio or description.
Description in YouTube.
Yeah, Instagram has bios.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. See you at the next video.
Bye.
Bye.